All right, now we need to flip the door over and flush trim everything. Let me get a good hand on her. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. And the reason that I have to flip it over is because the bearing on my router. I don't have a top bearing flush trim bit. Actually, I think it would be better on the other side and just make sure the bearing catches below those latches. Actually, yeah, that'll be smoother. Let me flip this one more time. I didn't fully think about the process before I started flipping the door. That's a tip for you guys. Always fully think about and plan out the processes before you go through all the extra steps of flipping your door around. And what I need to do is set my bearing to ride right there. That will do. All right. Headphones. Let me take a second to explain to you guys, because this is a fairly straight grain and the router bit is a straight knife, it's doing chops, and what is happening is it's catching the grain and causing it to splinter. Again, that's also why I'm doing the pass further on the outside. I wouldn't want it to splinter further back into this glue line that we have, so I'm taking the pass pretty much to remove the bulk of the waste. I could have came back with a jigsaw or something like that and kind of freehand it, but I'm just going back with the router. And then after this, a little bit of sanding, and I'll probably mix up just a little bit of sawdust and wood glue to take care of like the last few gaps that are left here. But this, it's gonna look perfect. This is just with the router. It's not perfectly flush yet. It's still a little proud, and there still are some gaps. So what we're about to do now, because again my initial slot cut with the router bit, because it heated up, she got a little squirrely toward the end. My shim or my wedge wouldn't fill all the gaps, but we're 95% of the way there. We're gonna mix up some wood filler with some of this mahogany sawdust and glue, fill in the gaps. Then once all this is sanded, it'll all disappear. One thing I like people to keep in mind with this sawdust, wood glue, wood filler trick, I don't really use this on anywhere that's going to be directly visible, or if I can avoid it, because this is not a perfect solution. The problem being that it still has glue in it, so the overall mixture does block stains and certain finishes. But in this case, this is going right here where my weather stripping is going to go. So this spot is actually not even really going to be visible. Also, the sawdust that you choose for this, ideally you want it to come from your sander. You know, planer shavings and stuff like that is just far too big for this type of process. And essentially you want to mix it up just enough to make a paste. That's your ratio that you're looking for. You don't want just a bunch of sawdust, and you don't want an overwhelming amount of glue, because that's going to block your stain or your finishes. But once you get that ratio just about right, you want to apply it, fill in all your cracks and gaps, rub off the excess. This whole edge is going to get sanded. And that's going to get everything perfectly flush and dialed in. But after all this wood filler and everything else sits up, you won't be able to tell, other than those of us who know, there was an issue. But stuff like this are battle scars that you show off to people and show off how good you are at fixing them. But this mutton bar detail that we're going to finish up and put on the face, that I think is going to be completely indistinguishable. You won't even know that there was already one up there at first. We've already gotten the door essentially prepped back to 0. And my neighbor's kids are outside arguing, saying the other one is cheating. Gotta love little kids. They're funny. And then I have to run to look at a job after I get this set up. So I'm gonna let this dry while I'm gone. Then I'm gonna come back, sand it, and then we'll go into making the T Astro Gold molding. Get this glued back up, do a test fit on the door jamb, and then we'll go into making all the glass, the pieces to hold in the glass. I did make one mistake in this process though, and that is that my dust extractor that I collect all the sawdust from my sander, I also use over on my miter saw. So the sawdust here isn't as fine as I like it. It's not as bad as like table saw or planer chips, but the miter saw doesn't produce as fine particles as the sander. So one thing I might start doing in the future is sanding various types of wood, collecting the actual sawdust from it, and keeping it in little jars and labeling them, so I have fine dust for later. I think my cousin actually comes in just a moment, and he gives me like a little bit of a promo, so I'm gonna let you guys listen to that. It's coming up in just a second. Oh yeah, you're on camera too, my friend.
Oh shit, man.
The whole internet will know that you said what's up, player.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, man? Oh, what up, chat?
Not chat, not live streaming. Yeah. Same thing, though. Same thing.
All right. What's up, fam? What's up, New World fam?
There we go.
What's up, New World fam?
There we go. He's
just came in, see the family. I see my cousin working as always. All I say is, hey. All I say is, hey, man. This man do good work. Bro. So, you need anything? If you in the Norfolk, Virginia area, Newport News, Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads, Portsmouth. Hell, if you in this, you in the vicinity, actually you in the state of Virginia, hit this man up.
W promo.
Hit him up. I tell you, just you buy one thing from it, it'll last. It'll amaze you. Just amaze you.
W promotion, man. I greatly appreciate you.
And I have Ray-Bans on. Ray-Bans on. He's all.
Yeah, see, my mic is on my shirt. I don't know if they'll hear anything you said, but if they did, Harold, I will make sure I turn up the audio. I appreciate it.
What are you doing here?
I am fixing the mahogany door that I'm about to install. I made a little snafu, but skills and time will fix the problem. So that is that. I just need to let that dry. And I'll sand it.
Okay, yeah, I saw the thing that I saw the Henry posted on Facebook. Like,
Oh, the other door.
Yeah, the door.
Oh,
So I was like, oh, this is nice.
yeah, that was the other set, but yeah, those are installed. All right, we can now take a look at that filling. It's damn near invisible. It's almost like it never happened. All right, let's get to making that tea astrogold molding. If you guys have enjoyed, please let me know down in comments. Check me out on my other social medias from Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.